Most people don't realize how much of a headache it is to cook for a crowd until they are standing over a tiny pan, flipping pancakes one by one while everyone else is already eating. That is exactly where this massive 35-inch griddle tries to step in. It is essentially a long, flat stretch of aluminum that turns your kitchen counter into a short-order diner. The first thing you notice is the sheer footprint. It is long, really long, and honestly, it feels like a piece of professional equipment that somehow wandered into a home kitchen. Because it is so wide, you can fit a small army's worth of bacon, eggs, or burgers on there at once, which is the real selling point here. The heating is surprisingly snappy for something this size. With 2,000 watts under the hood, it gets up to temperature faster than you might expect, though you definitely want to give it that 5-minute head start the manual suggests. If you try to throw cold meat on it the second you plug it in, you are going to be waiting a while. The non-stick coating is decent, and it does exactly what it says on the box. You can slide eggs around without them turning into a scrambled mess, and cleanup is mostly just a quick wipe down. Just keep in mind that you have to be careful with your utensils. If you go at this thing with a metal spatula, you are going to ruin that surface in a heartbeat. Stick to the wooden ones they include in the box, or grab some silicone tools, and it will stay in good shape. The temperature control is a simple dial with 5 settings, and it is straightforward enough that anyone can figure it out without needing a degree in engineering. It hits those higher heat levels well, which is great for a quick sear on a steak, but it is not exactly a precision instrument. You might find some hot spots toward the center where the heating element is most active, so it is worth keeping an eye on your food rather than just walking away. The handles stay cool to the touch, which is a nice touch because moving a hot, greasy slab of metal is usually a recipe for a burnt finger. The drip tray is another one of those features that seems small, but makes a world of difference. It catches the runoff, so you aren't left with a pool of grease sitting on your counter. Now, it is not perfect. Because it is so long, it can be a bit awkward to store if you don't have a massive pantry, and the build quality feels a bit lightweight. It is not flimsy, but it definitely doesn't have that heavy-duty cast iron feel. It is more of a portable, get-the-job-done kind of tool. If you are the type who hosts brunch every weekend or loves a good backyard cookout without the hassle of charcoal, this thing is a massive time saver. It is not going to replace a high-end grill, but for the price and the sheer surface area, it is a pretty solid way to feed a group without losing your mind in the kitchen.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.